Hey guys, this is the K-Watt and Kaboom gun review. This is a rifle that Kaboom's had for many years, shot many rounds through. He's going to go through the way he set it up, why he has it set up that way, some of the parts he uses, and discuss what the purpose of everything he uses is.
So start off, this rifle's a Daniel Defense V7. It's one of the early models when Daniel Defense was first getting started. Got it set up pretty simple. I don't have a lot of that bullshit on there. It's like some people have, like lasers and bipods and all that shit. You don't need that stuff on an AR-15. Simple setup. Got a Magpul M1 sling on here. Sling, just keep it close to the body. Keep it from anybody taking the rifle away from you. I've got an Aimpoint Comp4, I think it's called, as my optic. Just a simple red dot that I run. No magnifier on it. A Streamlight ProTac on a single mount with a pressure pad up top. It's got momentary on, and then it's got a button. If you push it, it'll stay on completely. Just a vertical foregrip. A lot of people think that you're just going to hold the foregrip vertical like this. It's not necessarily true. I don't like that because you don't have the stability of the rifle. I use the C-clamp method, so when the rifle's shouldered into me, take my hand, place it over, and you can usually pull into the body. Still have access to my equipment up here as far as the light. Simple setup, not a whole lot on it. Like I said, I don't think you need a whole lot on an AR-15. Other people might tell me wrong, but they're gonna be fucking wrong because they know what they're talking about. I think I have a little bit of experience with this stuff. So just a simple setup. Trigger I have in it right now is a single stage F1. Got it from a good friend of mine. He wasn't using it anymore, so he gave it to me. Tossing this rifle. Works pretty well. I've got maybe 4,000 or 5,000 rounds through this rifle in the past 5 or 6 years, so a little trigger time on it. It's the main rifle I normally run. I've got several others that I do shoot just to shoot them, but this is the main one I use more than anything. Also because of the first AR-15 that I ever bought. But it's a good gun. I like it. I spray painted it. It was originally black, but I decided to take a rattle can to it just to see what it would do. And after years of use, you can see the spray paint's coming off. I think it looks cool, gives that battle-worn look, but that's it. Just a simple rifle, something that you could use on a daily basis for anything, home defense or an offensive situation. So that's it on that. Watson's going to talk about.
Actually, Boom, I noticed you're running the K&S trigger pin setup on there. Explain why you run those.
So I run the K&S. What did you say it was? I'm sorry.
Trigger pins.
Trigger pins, because the pins that I have the pins tend to walk out when you have aftermarket triggers. It's never happened to me. I put these in maybe 2 years ago after getting the trigger because I don't want my pins walking out. Because if your pins walk out, then your rifle's fucked and it's not going to work. But I like them. They're not much, and it's going to keep your trigger pins in place, and it is your trigger pin. It acts as it. So I like it. Never had a problem with it. I blue Loctited them down to keep them from coming loose or possibly walking themselves out, which you're not supposed to do. But that's it. I know a lot of guys have them on there. Some people don't. That's just my preference that I have it on mine. So that's it. Simple build, like I said. A lot of people see this, see 550 cord. Don't judge me. It's how I did it in the military. 550 cord is good for anything. If you don't believe me, ask anybody that's ever used it for anything. It's like duct tape.
If you were to add or take away anything off that rifle, what would it be?
If I were to add, I probably wouldn't add anything to it, just because I like it simple. It's not that heavy. Like I said, I don't need a lot of stuff on here. I know a lot of guys run PEC 10s. If you're a civilian and you don't have nods, PEC 10's not going to do anything for you. It's an infrared light or an infrared laser that's not going to do anything for you. You're just adding weight and unnecessary shit to your rifle, and you're going to look like a gear quitter when you go to the range, and people are going to make fun of you, especially me. I don't believe in all that stuff. If I were to take anything away from it, it would probably be the Aimpoint, and I'd try and run something different like an EOTech. Don't have a lot of experience on EOTechs. I've always ran Aimpoints. Even in the military, that's what I used. So when I got out and got this rifle, I had this rifle before, but when I got out, I put an Aimpoint on it, something similar that I used there, just because it's something that I used so much and I was familiar with. So I'm a creature of habit. I don't like change, which is why I kept with Aimpoint. So it's good. It's been a good optic for me. Never had any problems with it, knock on wood. So they say you can leave it on for 5 years and the battery won't die. I don't do that. I turn it off after every use, but something to see in the future if it actually works or not. But that's it.
So that's Kaboom's 16-inch Daniels Defense rifle. This is a normal shooter when we go out on our outings. So thank you for the time. I hope you watch our video, support your local law enforcement, and we'll see you next time.